beginning band before we play our last piece. The beginning band, as you all know, started back in September. They got to choose their instrument with help from me. They picked their instrument, and then they started, most of them, from scratch with no musical abilities at all, whether that be very little music reading maybe, but in general, most of them had never played an instrument or were not familiar with reading notes and rhythms. So these students have started with just basic note rhythm reading and music note reading and finding their instrument and being able to produce a sound on their instrument and then going forth throughout the year to perform what they're performing for you tonight. So I just want to let them know, and you know, how proud I am of all the work they've done this whole year. Also, in just this short year, a lot of them elected back in February, well, I guess it was back in November they elected to take this task on, and in February a lot of them went on to perform at the solo and ensemble assessment, which if you're a parent of a student who went, you remember that. And some of the students weren't sure when they went about how they were going to put together an entire solo with a piano accompaniment and go perform for a judge and receive a rating. But we had a number of students in beginning band perform, and I wanted them to stand and be recognized. All of the students beginning band that went to solo and ensemble.
Where did it start?
That's a lot of students just in beginning band with very few number of months to prepare for that, so thank you guys. We also have what I call the achievement system, which is our pass-off system here at Corner Lake, and that is where students perform 10 tasks, whether it be a song that they have to play in the book, or a rhythm that they have to count, or a test they have to take. And once they've completed those 10 tasks, they have passed off that level. There are a total of 10 levels, so over the course of 3 years, students have the opportunity to pass off 100 pass-offs if they choose. And obviously it carries with them throughout the years. So the beginning band students have passed off 1 or 2 levels, and I want to recognize all of the students who have passed off those. So if you are a beginning band student who has passed off at least level 1, could you please stand up? You will also notice that some of the students are wearing gold stars, and that represents the number of levels that they've passed off. If you're a beginning band student who has passed off level 2, remain standing. And I know as they continue in band, they'll be standing for a longer amount of time, so thank all of you guys. Right. This is our last piece for beginning band, but it's not the last of some of our beginning band students you're going to see. They are going to perform the next piece, which is entitled Galactic Episode. And then while we do our stage changes, some of the beginning band students have done auditions to perform solos and duets for you. So you'll see them in front of the curtain in between some of our other bands. Here's Galactic Episode. go ahead and close the curtain, and after every single band performs, they're going to receive their band award for the year. So they're going to come up row by row, and if parents want to take pictures, that's fine while we do our awards, and then these students are going to go off into the audience and sit with their instruments and music, and then our symphonic band is going to walk around the back of the auditorium up to these stairs and wait for our beginning band students to play their solos and receive their awards, and then we'll move on to the symphonic band.